Good afternoon. The digital transformation is moving on quickly, and I'm talking from private experience. So first, let me thank Hannes for the invitation to be here today. Thank you also that you have invited me. The digital transformation has also hit my life because a little bit more than 1 year ago, suddenly I was Minister of Digital Affairs for Austria, never planned to go into politics. We have something in common, Hannes and I. We shared being CEO in the IT industry. We even shared more, being the CEO of the same company, of A1 Telekom Austria. And then there was somebody asking me, hey, do you not want to do things which you have done for companies for a country? And surprisingly to myself, I said yes. So I'm here today, and I'm happy to discuss with you and give you an input what we are doing in Austria. So this is a very, very important time where we are, and the decisions we are taking at the moment are highly important, not only for our generation, but also for the next generation. We are in a time which happens only every 250 years. Even every 250 years, the lives of ourselves is changing that much that one generation cannot imagine anymore how the previous generation has lived. And this is happening exactly now. And this has happened before. So mankind has managed these transformations, and this digital transformation is going on at the moment. So now it's important to take the right steps, to take the right decisions, and to collaborate. And as you have mentioned, this is one of the key factors. We need cooperation. We cannot manage alone in politics, but we cannot also manage alone in companies. So we need to work together to form an ecosystem which is successful. We will not only be successful if we have successful startups, but we need the whole economy, companies, large companies, as well as SMEs and small companies to be successful. So this ecosystem is of strategic importance. So what is changing? You know well, society is changing, business is changing, and also administration is changing. Let me start with administration. So the main topic is that we in politics get away from just talking about papers, producing papers, but we execute. We need to be as strong in execution as the companies are. And we do not have time. We do not have 5 years, 10 years to discuss if an artificial intelligence strategy maybe is important, if we maybe want it, and if we need to think about it if we are tackling this topic. But we need to execute. And we need to apply topics which we are used to in companies, like rapid prototyping in the field of public administration. And we did so. So when I started a few months ago, or 1 year ago, we started to do several projects in this matter of digitalization. At the moment, we are calling it, and we are focusing it, it's Digital Austria. This is the brand, so this is the trademark for all the different topics that we do in digitalization. And what did we do? We started rapid prototyping process for a project, an app, which is developed by the Austrian government, which will be accessible to all citizens and to have all the different topics you need in your daily life when you're moving from one place to another, when you're expecting a baby, when you're wanting to give the name to the baby, all these different topics. At the moment, you need to go to different places, normally in different administration offices, and you need to address different people who are responsible. These are country side, this is countries like the Bundesländer that you have also in Germany, and it's also in cities. And this is not convenient. It is not customer friendly. And as a government, we need to be customer friendly. So we have put our customers, which is you, the ones who are Austrian, in the center of the attention and in the center of everything we do. And we develop those solutions from the customer side. And the project is called From E-Government to Mobile Government. It should be as convenient in public sector as you do it in your private sector. And herefore, we used rapid prototyping. It's nothing that you can develop when you sit in your office somewhere hidden behind and do it the normal way, the waterfall method. This doesn't work anymore. So the best people need to work in government environments, people who work in companies like Vodafone and others, and they need to help us to develop this and to take our people, which are working in the public administration, learn, and as a group and as a team, better learn and more intensively and especially more rapidly. Therefore, we have started this project from e-government to mobile government. The second topic we have started has been discussed is a very strong discussion and a process which is now being kicked off a few days ago and is going to take 9 months, so not 5 years or 10 years, but 9 months, to talk about the digital framework, the legal framework that we need. Because if you are implementing something like this this government app that we are implementing at the moment, you need to change legal framework at the background. You need to change different laws. For example, if you want to renew your passport and the app will remind you, do not forget to renew your passport, you need to change the law. So we clearly see it's not only an IT project, we can learn from IT industry with the same processes and methods you are working to implement them in the government sector, but we need something more. And this more is that we need to change the legal framework. We need to test it, we need to discuss it, and in a teamwork with the government of Austria for the whole country, for the regions, and also for the cities. That's very important, to take the villages and cities on board. And this process is going to last until September, and then we will see which legal framework, which laws we will have to change in order to be able to implement what we do. But we do not do it individually, but we do it in parallel. And that's the most important topic. Not have discussions started and have somebody remotely discuss, but always do it in practice, then look what have we done and re-implement it when we have the legal framework which needs to be changed. The third topic is definitely, it's a social, it's a cultural project. It's about changing people's mind in governments. It's about changing their mind that they need to deliver in a, let's say, respectful or good period of time, which is not 5 to 10 years. So these is the topics we're doing under the framework of Digital Austria in the field of administration. In digitalization, there's much more. A lot is about competencies. So if we talk about change in administration, we need to do what I have explained before, as one of the examples. Second, it is about society. And when we want to change society, we need to talk about digital education. We have to implement digital education in all the different areas of life. If we are young, in schools or before schools, when we are in companies, to lifelong learning is here very important, and then afterwards. And what can a government then do? Because again, you might think, yeah, you can discuss this has been discussed a lot. What we have created is a platform called Fit for Internet. And this is a public-private model, a PPP model, where we have large companies involved, like A1, like Telekom Austria, but also like Siemens, like Infineon, and others, who have a shared and common interest together with us to develop the digital competences of Austria. And this might be for a generation which is elderly generation who needs something which is completely different to what people need that are working in companies. And for the people working in companies, we are developing until the mid of this year a self-assessment tool, this platform Fit for Internet together with us and the companies, a self-assessment tool where you can see where is my digital skills actually, on which level are these digital skills. This is a framework which has been developed by the European Union. Again, a very good framework, but in a lot of countries, including this country, it has a lot been paperwork. Yeah? Nothing has been executed on that. And we want to be the first country that develops this self-assessment tool. Then you can go inside, see where your digital skills are, like you are used to in languages like English or French. You know your digital skills, it's in your CV, and then you get a suggestion, what should I do next? So this is something where we are pushy and we are working very intensively to get these projects done and get these projects implemented. Digital education is a very important part of society. For the business environment, it is important to take the SME with us. So large companies can only work carefully and can only work successfully if the SME sector is accompanying this project. It's not only about startups. It is startups, big companies, and the classical SME sector. And this is huge in Germany, and it is huge in Austria. 99.8% of Austrian companies have on average 20 employees. 99.8%. Even in Germany, a medium-sized company in Germany has 2,000 employees. Austria is much lower and much smaller segment in Austria. So it's important that we take care of those, and therefore we are going to launch tomorrow the digital agency. The digital agency is especially taking care of the needs of the SME sector. This is key for success, and again, it's all about execution. This is what I want to repeat. It's all about execution, and it's about trust. We have little trust in governments because we had little execution in the past. So we need to come to something from discussion to really implementation. And this is how we are doing it. This is the recipe in Austria, and I'm happy to share with you more about it in the discussion. Thank you very much.